episode of the official DOIJ podcast. Today I'm joined by our lovely co-host Stephanie Plays Vlogs, who I'm sure if you watched the last podcast, you heard her cursing more than the whole goddamn Navy. In particular, one word in particular. And then we're also joined by one of our mods, Instinct, another one of our mods, Static Drip, who has his, I don't even know what he has changed his name to. I only know Static. All I see is a bunch of these boxes that I cannot search up his name.
Static.
You said what?
I said I cannot search up your name because they're just like white box, empty, rectangular boxes. So. Yeah. And of course, our head admin Jeffrey is boss. So.
Jeffrey.
Hello.
So, as you can tell from the title of this episode, we actually have a new head mod in the podcast server, and the head mod.
Who's that?
We'll get there. The head mod had originally planned to be in the podcast, but I think he had to go out for dinner or whatever with his family. And I was actually going to drop it on him during the podcast, mid-podcast, and give him the role and just let him figure it out. But yeah. So the new head moderator for the the official DOIJ podcast server. That's why it's called official, but it's official. So yeah. I'm sorry. So, sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. Never really goes well. The new head mod is 2K, so if you're watching this or listening in 2K, congratulations on your promotion to head moderator. He has been very, very active, and if he keeps it up, he might just make co-host. And we are joined by one of our lovely DOIJ board of directors, Mr. Wild Sicker.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing good. It's good. Putting an eventful night.
This is a what?
An eventful night.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think she's mainly talking about the last podcast where she cursed more than the whole goddamn Navy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again.
There's a new saying around town: when you curse a lot, it's not curse like a sailor no more, it's curse like Stephanie.
Shut up.
You ain't gonna live that down for at least a good week. 4 weeks with me.
Nope, not gonna live anything down that I say tonight. Anything, so.
Oh my gosh, but that's okay, Stephanie, because we love you. Otherwise we wouldn't let it happen. Plus, it was so damn entertaining. I gotta admit.
Oh man. So, a little update. I was able to talk to Uzi a little bit about getting a ARC server going, and I was able to get in touch with Don's as well. Don said he was willing to make the Discord server for the DOIJ ARC if it gets approved by Khan. Uzi still has to talk to Khan, and I think Don's is going to talk to Khan as well. But hopefully within the next week and a half, maybe we'll see some headway on getting a ARC DOIJ PvP server going.
No, sweet.
That'd be cool. That would be awesome. If I had the space for it, I would download ARC if that happens. But I have a feeling I'll be playing Spider-Man for like the next 3 years because it is so much fun.
I don't know if you guys have ever played ARC, but I'll say this much: ARC is one of those games. ARC is one of those games that is insanely addictive and insanely time-consuming.
Yes, it is.
I used to be so addicted to that game. That game was like crack cocaine from it, man. I was so addicted to that game. I've been playing it since it was in pre-alpha, and oh my god, I just loved that game for so long. I'm so excited about the prospect of starting a PvP server for DOIJ.
Tech, we do have a Minecraft server, but I do believe it's in the work. But I do believe it's just for PC. At the moment.
Yeah, last I heard about it is it was only for PC, and it was still in the works. I don't know if any more progress was made on it.
I'm in the new server, so get in there.
So, Stephanie and Zach, are you guys head of fire and EMS in the PC server? I mean the PS4 server?
I'm head of fire and EMS, and Instinct is my assistant head of fire and EMS.
Yeah, I am practically. I'm a nobody in Maine.
You're just a probationary.
Okay, I'm not probationary,
what is your role exactly in the PS4 Maine?
Floater.
Same.
No, he's a floater.
I ain't no staff or somebody important. I'm just a floater. You know, just a rank 5 lieutenant. Yeah, rank 5 lieutenant floater.
Yeah, I'm
probationary.
Oh my gosh, I have to do FTO. Oh my gosh, I have to do FTO one day. I think that would be fun.
Who's still a probationary?
You don't need to do an FTO for fire and EMS. Just FYI.
Yeah.
I thought you meant LEO, because if you're head of fire EMS, wait, are you probationary firefighter or are you probationary LEO?
I'm not probationary LEO. I was talking about your probationary firefighter.
Am I probationary firefighter? You demoted my ass?
No, I didn't demote anyone. Besides a couple of people.
Well, then I wouldn't be probationary, would I? Because
I don't know. I've never seen you acting.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to fix this
you're a
server, alright?
firefighter in a paramedic.
The person that left it broke, so
No.
now I gotta fix it.
Oh my god, look in your chat. Crazy Aussie.
Hey,
hello.
how's it going?
So, Static, what are you in the DOIJ?
I'm nobody.
First of all, I'm a higher rank than you, that's one. I'm a captain, I'm a supervisor, and I'm in a couple subdivisions.
Oh, nice. I see you're in the 5M server, the Xbox server, and the PlayStation 4 server.
Yeah.
Just because you threw in the you're a higher rank than him, I'm a higher rank than you. I'm the chief
Yeah,
of SASP.
But you're both mods, that's the funny part.
Well, they announced the head moderator for the main soon. I'm just...
Listen, I'm technically a higher rank than all of you, so except Stephanie. So, joke's on you.
Your assistant.
Nice.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
when it comes to like businesses, and Austin, you're doing well, Aussie. When it comes to businesses, I'm technically higher than all y'all because I got 3 of my own businesses. Hey, I'm an owner of businesses.
In the Xbox main server, I'm civ staff, medic, probationary, highway patrol, and a civ rank 4. Got promoted to rank 4.
Nice. Yeah.
But it seems like...
Okay, hold up. How the fuck did this turn into a bragging?
Because of Stephanie.
No, but I was just about to say, it seems like some people like Somebody's like,
yeah, I know. The way we're saying it is like, I buy you, I got this, I got that. Instead of just stating it and be done, we're just like, I have got to be better than everybody else here. You have to bow down to my amazingness.
I mean, technically, it's always going to be Stephanie's fault.
Yeah, that's true.
It seems like some people liked the comment I made about Ark saying it was like crack cocaine, which honestly for me it was. Oh my god, if I didn't get on that game for at least an hour a day, I felt like I didn't do anything at all, man. I was so fucking addicted to that game. I always had to get on, and I don't know if you guys ever played it, but like it's a really grindy game, and some people don't like games like that, but I absolutely love it. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I spent so much time on that.
I don't know, when I first played it, I really liked it, and I grinded it and grinded it and grinded it, and I've played a few times. I locked one of my friends, like he'd go to sleep at his house, cause like we had like a little house above the river. Not like the official river, but you know what I mean. And then he had like his own little house, and when he got off and went to bed one night, I just took his body and I put it in one of the cages.
Oh, that's horrible. No. But
I let him out, but
Yeah, obviously. But that's one reason of why I really want a PvP server is like, they're in the GTA 5 server, there's, and in the Red Dead server, obviously there's, quite a few rules that have to be followed. You can't just kill somebody for no reason. But in Ark?
Yep.
Oh my god, that game is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, could you imagine like take on like a bunch of fucking dinosaurs?
Oh yeah.
I took a look at Chit Chat in the Discord server.
Oh, what did you post now?
Oh, nothing.
Oh wow, look at me. Here's all my rolls.
Floater, Headbody MS, Dispatcher, Trooper.
Ghost. Deleted.
Reposted. No.
But, no, like, honestly, I'm so excited. I could sit here and talk about Ark all fucking day long. Like I said, I love that game so much with a passion. And obviously there is going to be, a few rules when it comes to the Ark server. Obviously there has to be, because if there's not, it'll just be constant, trolling. People are going to get upset, and yeah. So obviously there is going to be a few rules, but there is no rule for RDM. If you see somebody doing something you don't like too close to your house, you can shoot them, kill them, and take their stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's going to create that part of things is going to create a lot of tension, but on the other hand, I feel like the people that are really going to be on the Ark server a lot it's going to bring them a lot closer together. Obviously, there's going to be some arguments here and there, just like normal things are going to happen. People are going to get upset. They're going to start arguing. But I feel like with Ark, there's a lot more. It takes a much more. It takes a much more. Oh, sorry, I accidentally muted myself. A mature person to successfully play that game and succeed in that game, and just because you can't just go around and do whatever you want, because if you piss off too many people, then next thing you know, you got 20 people coming to attack you.
Plus,
which
also,
I have had.
any dinosaurs, that are in your area, that get pissed off if you're not mature and you just go around smacking everything, because most dinosaurs will attack you, even if they're kind of, peaceful.
Friendly.
And yeah, exactly. Friendly, leave you alone. If you smack a Triceratops enough, it's gonna try and stomp the shit out of you.
I mean, and it's gonna be really interesting because, like I said, there's not gonna be as many rules. So honestly, let's just say I see TGO out in the open, in the wilderness. Because, he's the head of Xbox, so I just see him out there in the open.
You just, picking him. Like, he's the head of Xbox. I don't like him, so I want to go pick him off.
No, it's not that I don't like him, but, if I just randomly killed, TGO in a RP session in GTA, obviously I'd get in trouble. But in ARK, if he's just out there, in the open, and I've got a gun on me, and I kill him, I mean, he can sit there and get upset, but at the same time, there wouldn't be a whole lot he could do besides just get upset,
Yeah.
And that's one thing I am a little worried about when it comes to the ARK server is, people like TGO or Neverclear or literally any member of the BOD in any server being treated differently just because they're a BOD in another server. So there's going to have to be some sort of stipulation there, because I feel like it's going to land one of two ways with really any staff member, but it could be applied to anybody in general. People treating certain people differently. Either they'll be, more nice to, people like Neverclear or TGO, or, Uzi if he ever decides to get in the server. They're going to treat him differently. They'll either be nicer to him, or they'll target them intentionally. And that is something, that we would have to watch out for. But I think for the most part, it's going to be really fun, because it is going to create different dynamics. Like, people like Uzi, or, another member of the BOD, let's say Saucy or Dons, can't just come in here and be like, hey, you killed me for no reason, you can't be doing that, I'm gonna give you a strike, in the ARK, that would be absolutely ridiculous, especially in PvP, if you just got killed and I'm gonna discipline you for that. It's like, no, you can't just do that, ARK is ARK, PvP is PvP, you gotta be careful. And I think that's gonna be really interesting to see how people start interacting with each other, because at the same time, DOIJ is just a big family, We gotta treat each other with respect and be nice to each other. But at the same time, if you piss somebody off, let's say that, Zach, you build a base right next to, I don't know who the head of PS4 is. Isn't it Jay Mills, right?
Yeah, Jay. Yeah.
Let's say even Jay Mills, get into it on the ARK server. Well, if you really piss each other off, obviously it's going to be a little awkward. And the PS4 server, that's what I'm assuming, and it's going to be. I hope it won't be like that. Hopefully everybody will, be able to tell the difference, hey, that was ARK, that's PvP, I got, it happens, But at the same time, I could also see it going the other way, not exactly with Jay Mills, but other members of the staff, admins or moderators getting upset,
Yeah.
Those kind of games trigger me, so I don't play them.
Oh yeah, that game triggers me too, but I absolutely...
Well, we definitely know what game triggers Stephanie.
Call of Duty.
That is for show. She was cursing like a Stephanie. You know what? I know what I must do. I know what I must do at this moment in history.
But yeah,
podcast. I know it.
forever.
Static. Thank you.
Anyways,
But
I can sit here. I can sit here and talk about Ark forever. Ark is one of those games that's not
Yeah.
like.
I think.
It's kind of a complex game to get your hands on, but once you get the hang of it, it's a really fun game and it can be really interesting.
Well, look who just joined the podcast.
Welcome.
By the way, it's 2K if y'all can't, if y'all can't actually see it. But yeah, they welcome head moderator. How does it feel to be head mod?
Good.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you, sir.
You definitely deserve it.
Yes, you do. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Because I'm sure not all of you guys want to sit here and continue to talk about Ark all night long. But trust me, I could have.
I would.
I actually have a funny story I like to tell when I first joined DOIJ, if that's right, Zach.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, when I first joined DOIJ as a civilian, what happened, I was RP, and that's my character was a diabetic. And so, I was riding around San Andreas, acting like I was, quote-unquote, taking a road trip. And I was speeding through the city, and lo and behold, an LEO decides to pull me over. Now, keep in mind, diabetics have to use syringes. And so, when they pulled me over, they were just like, they got me out and searched my car, illegally, by the way, because they saw the syringes, and basically I told them I was a diabetic, and I showed them my ID and everything, and they didn't believe me. So they, like I said, they took me out of my car, and they searched my vehicle, trying to find drug paraphernalia, because they thought I was shooting up heroin. And it was just like, are you kidding me? I don't know, it's just like stories like that that just make DOIJ so fun.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't love about DOJ is you never know what's going to happen. I mean, even if you plan a scene out down to the second, it might not go the way you plan. It most likely won't go the way you plan. So either you plan the scene or you didn't plan the scene, you never know what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I totally 100% agree with that. I had a situation like that happen on the Red Dead server. These couple guys came to me, planned out a scene. They wanted to get approval for the scene. They were going to do a kidnapping and hostage situation at one of the hotels. Well, what they didn't realize is that there was a ladder that led to the roof of the hotel, and you could safely jump down from the roof of the hotel up to the balcony. Well, two cops did that. They entered through the balcony, killed them both, killed everybody almost instantly, and got the hostage out. It was really good, really interesting.
Wow.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Well, if y'all go ahead and look at, I don't know where Stephanie went, but if y'all go ahead and look at my Twitter, I started a new hashtag. Stephanie isn't gonna like, but you know what? That's okay. The new hashtag is hashtag curses like Stephanie. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that out there. Obviously, we can't get it trending because we don't have enough people to get it trending. But
say that again.
Yeah, there is a new hashtag, which is hashtag curses like Stephanie. Go ahead.
Okay, just was making sure.
Yep. Gonna get that saying out there. And look at that, the head mod being active in the stream chat already. Too bad I can't make you like head moderator of chats. That'd be great. Let's see if we have any questions from the server. And do keep in mind that this is the last podcast for the weekend. We will be podcasting again Monday, and by then the schedule will most likely have changed. So please do stay tuned for that. And to do that, you will have to go to the podcast server, which will be the second link in the description. Well,
hold on. Before we end the podcast for the night, because it sounds like you're trying to wrap up.
No, I'm not. I was just trying to say that as I'm looking at the questions. But
okay.
What do you want to say?
I'll say before we end the podcast, what I'd like to say to everybody is, if you have Ark Survival Evolved for PS4, Xbox One, or on your PC with Windows 10, let us know. All right.
We can get you all into Mr. Wildseeker's server, and then you can all totally go and destroy all his hard work and kill all his dinosaurs.
Yeah, we go in there and blow each other up, shoot each other, have all kinds of fun.
Oh no, I'll say we all gangbang you and just like destroy your base, kill all your dinosaurs.
You know what? I say give it a shot. Just give me a week to get ready, and by the end of that week, I'll be all right. I'll be ready to go.
I actually think that would be interesting to take like a whole server full of people, just build up the base and see how long can you survive, like a full flat out attack on your defense.
I'll be honest. I've been playing the game for a really long time. Okay, like I said, I've been playing the game since it was in pre-alpha. I know all the best spots on all the maps. Except for like the really new ones. I don't know those ones real well. I know the best spots for a base. I know where all the resources are. I know where to get the best dinosaurs. So like I said, just give me a week to get ready. By that end of the week, I will be ready to take on an onslaught. The most people that have ever attacked my base at once was I had 20 people versus 4. And those 4 people withstood 20 people within... We lasted I want to say 9 hours before our base finally just got destroyed.
Nice.
But 9 hours against 20 people, I think we did pretty good, personally.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
just me.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I mean, especially since it lasted 9 hours. I mean, that's insane.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the longest raid that I've ever been a part of was like a full 24-hour raid. There was, obviously we did it in shifts, but still, during that whole 24 hours, we were always attacking their base. It was so much fun, and that is what I cannot wait to see from the DOIJ PvP server, is a bunch of people coming together, either, going at it or working together to, take out somebody that they have issues with. That's what I can't wait to see, is the new, interesting dynamics that people will make in that game, and that's why I want to see how many of you in the server or that are listening have Ark Survival Evolved. How many of you would be willing and or cannot wait to have a Ark PvP server pop up for DOIJ? But that's all I have to say for this podcast. I gotta go. You all have a good one.
Thank you, Mr. Wildseeker. I hope we'll see you at Monday's podcast.
Yes, sir.
Well, it is getting a little late for me. I'm sure 2K wants to, just probably, I don't know if he wants to go out again because he just got back from dinner. So I don't know if he wants to go out and celebrate his head mod, or he might stay in, watch a movie. I don't know what he's going to do. But I know he at least wants to let his food settle down a little bit. So we're going to end this podcast. Now, again, this is the last podcast of the weekend. There will be no podcast this weekend. I will, of course, make an announcement once in the morning and once before I go to bed, so I wake up and then before I go to bed. Just to briefly remind y'all, changes will be happening to the podcast server this weekend, and of course, there will be more changes in the following weeks. This is all a matter of trying to talk with certain people that are hard to get a hold of because they are busy, which is not a problem, not a problem at all. But yeah, you got something to say, 2K?
No, not really, other than, thank you, Zach. I appreciate it, man. I mean, I love helping out the server, and I'm going to continue to do that.
Well, thank you for your hard work for the server.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, you keep it up and you just might make co-host. Yeah, which, speaking of the whole co-host thing, I know y'all want to become co-hosts, but as of for now, it's going to be limited to staff and staff only, probably mods and above, because that means that they've been here a while. Because we can't just hand co-hosts over to anybody. It has to be there are a lot of specifications that would go into being able to be a co-host. And the schedule is not set in stone, and it's gonna change next week. Now we are, even if we're not doing the 12 p.m. EST, we are gonna do even if that's not in the schedule. I have yet to actually figure it out, but we will be doing the 12 p.m. EST podcast like normal, and then after that day, then whatever the schedule is, it will then start the next day. So a lot of changes are coming, some this weekend, with you next week, and so as I make them, I will announce them. And if you are on the DOIJ podcast server, tomorrow morning, so in about 8 to 10 hours, do pay attention for an announcement that I am going to make that is going to help with the scheduling of the podcast. But for now, I know long outro, just trying to make sure I get everything. So if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe to Stephanie Plays Vlogs. Her link to her YouTube channel should be the very first one in the description. If you are not in the podcast server, please go ahead and click on that second link and join the Discord official DOIJ podcast server. And then if you want to join the DOIJ RP servers, we have we have Red Dead 2 on Xbox and PS4. There's Xbox One and PS4, and then we have GTA 5 roleplay on Xbox One, PS4, and PC, which is 5M. If you want to join those, please do go ahead and click the third link in the description, and that should be the interview server. If any of those links are broken, please do go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Like I believe I mentioned earlier, the last podcast, I will be away this weekend. But I will be checking my Discord as much as possible. Of course, my DMs are always open. If I do not get back to you, because I'm busy, but I will try to respond as quickly and efficiently as possible, and as transparently as possible. And of course, last, but certainly not least, or least but not last, or I guess it is last, so I don't know. Right now it's just right around this time. But, do go ahead and hit that subscribe button below, and if you want, you can certainly leave a like. You are absolutely more than welcome to. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell as well, so that way you know next time we are going live with the official DOIJ podcast. So, thank you all so much for watching and listening in. Hope you all have an amazing weekend, and we will see you all Monday. And don't forget, stay awesome, everybody.